Looking at the future and like what's about to come has definitely caused me to look more at the past, because where I came from has made me who I am, and becoming a new parent is scary. But seeing that my ancestors and the people before me have done it over and over again gives me a lot of hope that I'll be able to do it too. Hey, I'm Kelly. You may know me as Happy Kelly. And my husband and I started making videos for social media during the pandemic. It was a really dark time, and we wanted a way to make people smile and kind of spread joy. So we started making colorful, fun videos that are dance-related with VFX, and we haven't looked back. I love dancing so much. It's been such a huge blessing in my life. I think my first class, I was either 4 or 5 years old. At the ripe age of 18, I moved to LA to pursue a career in dance. I had some really cool opportunities to perform in TV shows and commercials. I even got to dance in Wicked on Broadway, which was amazing. And through that whole process, I was able to meet my husband, Freeman, and we got married. It's been a crazy, fun journey. During the pandemic, Hollywood shut down and there were no more auditions, and so I had a ton of free time. My husband, Freeman, had a little bit of video editing background. He came up with the idea that maybe we could make a video combining my dancing with his video editing as a way to spread positivity. So we made a video, we had no idea what we were doing, and we posted it, and overnight it got 2 million views. It was so crazy to see the impact that it had. We just really wanted to create a space where people could go and know that they were gonna be able to smile and kind of be uplifted and find some positivity for their day. Ever since we got married, we've been wanting a family, but we were just kind of waiting for, when it felt like the right time. And now that it's happening, it's really exciting, but also really scary because there's a lot of unknowns. But it definitely has changed, I think, my perspective, and has helped me kind of like shift back to the reality of like what's most important. It's a good reminder that, family is what's most important. It has caused me to reflect on my family, my upbringing. It's brought a lot of conversations forward between Freeman and I about how we want to raise our family, what we hope to instill in them. Looking at the future and what's about to come has definitely caused me to look kind of more at the past, and my ancestry and where I came from has made me who I am. And also there's so many unknowns, and becoming a new parent is scary, but seeing that my ancestors and the people before me have done it over and over again gives me a lot of hope that I'll be able to do it too. Should we see who my famous relatives are?
Yeah, let's see it.
Okay. It says that Lucille Ball is my 8th cousin once removed, which is hard to comprehend because she's such an icon, right? She's this amazing actress, comedian, how it's hard to grasp that. But what's so cool is I can just look at the tree and see how we literally come from one family. Nathaniel Loomis and Elizabeth Moore. They had 2 kids, and through their kids is how we're related. And so maybe that's why I love doing what I do, and why we like making people smile and entertain, is because it's part of our blood.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. Do we name our daughter Lucille? Okay, so we're all packed and ready to go. I'm super excited to go to the UK. I've been there once before, but this time's gonna be so different because I'm gonna see where I'm from, where my ancestors walked, and it's gonna be really cool.
Yeah.
Let's go. We're boarding our flight. We're going to the UK. I'm so excited. So excited to learn about my family, see where they came from. It's gonna be crazy. We just got to London. Long flight, feels good. Slept a little bit.
A little bit?
A little bit. Excited to see what we do next. Okay, we're here in London, our first day. What are we gonna do today? I don't know. I'm excited to find out. Oh my gosh, we can explore the city.
Oh, fun.
Eat some good food. Let's do it.
Let's go, yeah.
Heck yeah. here to try some authentic English food. Never had any of these before, so let's see how they are. So out of the three, I think I liked the fish and chips the best. The meat pie's not really my thing. Bangers and mash, I really like the mash. The mashed potato part, super good. It's cool to like see what my ancestors ate, like what kind of food they ate, and to eat it here is something that's like really special. Going to Essex. Let's go.
Okay, let's
I'm
see.
excited.
That's what you wanted.
Yeah. Okay, so we just finished our first day in London, and it was so much fun to explore the city. It's just really special to be in the country that my ancestors are from and to eat the food they may have eaten. And it just makes me feel a little bit more connected to them, and I'm really excited to learn even more. Hi, I'm Kelly.
Hi, I'm Polly. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Welcome to Braintree Museum. So I'm going to take you back in time
Okay.
to the 1600s, to when your ancestors were alive.
Okay.
So Joseph and Mary, they would have lived in this area, and they would have been fundamental to setting up Braintree as being a textile manufacturing giant,
Really?
all the way up until the 1980s. Your ancestors would have lived on Bradford Street,
Okay.
which would have been an area where there was a lot of production of these textiles. So they would have made it in their house, no factories back then. You know, so downstairs would be the workshop, and you would probably live upstairs.
Wow.
And then the merchants would come, and then they would come and pick up the cloth. What do you think?
It's so beautiful. It's crazy to like imagine that from this wool
Yeah.
can create something so beautiful, so colorful. It's fascinating. 400 years old.
Yes.
That is incredible. It's cool because like I love very colorful things, and to imagine like my ancestors creating or selling things that are colorful to create colorful works of art is
Yes.
really, really neat to like see the connection.
Absolutely.
Like, oh, it's like kind of in my blood, like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
want
yeah.
for like creating beautiful things. What's so neat about like learning about the legacy that my ancestors left, and it making me think about the legacy that I want to leave is so exciting because I'm pregnant currently, and so I soon will have a child, and
Yeah.
that child will probably have children, and like to see like what legacy I want to leave for my posterity is like going to be really cool. All right, thank you so much, Polly, for teaching me about my family. It was so cool to learn about how they laid down the foundation for the textile business that then became their legacy, and to see like how it transformed materials and clothes to this day. It was just so cool. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for coming here and allowing me to teach you more about your family history, and hopefully take it back to the States and being able to share it there with your family.
I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I got to wander through Bradford Street, which is where my family probably lived and worked, which was really cool. It was painted all colorful, which is so fun because I love color, and it made me feel at home.
Welcome, Kelly.
Thank you.
Welcome, Freeman, to
Thank you.
Shalford Village in Essex. And especially welcome to St Andrew's Church, which is where your ancestors, I believe, got married before they emigrated to the States.
Wow.
So, Kelly, would you like to come and see the spot where your ancestors probably were married?
Yes, please.
This porch is probably where your ancestors would have been married. The doors that you can see in front of you are the original 1300s doors, and it was common for the bride and the groom to stand in front of the doors, and the priest would marry them out here.
Really? It's really cool to be standing where they got married. Like,
Yeah,
it makes it feel
exactly.
so much more real and like this is where they started their family.
Yeah.
And because Freeman and I are starting our family soon, it's kind of cool to make that connection like to the past and
Yes.
how it looks to our future. That's really, really cool.
That's wonderful.
After they got married here, my ancestors probably just had to go right back to work. And it just makes me think about the sacrifices that my ancestors had to make. Okay, so we just finished our day in Essex and we came to a little town called Braintree, which is where my 8th great grandfather Nathaniel Loomis is from. I was able to go to a museum here and learn about Joseph Loomis, who was Nathaniel's father. And I found out that Joseph basically laid the groundwork for the textile industry here in Braintree, which was huge. In the 1600s, he like helped create it. He was a merchant, he worked, like so insane. And it's really cool to think about that because I love colorful fabrics and clothing, and it's cool to see that like my ancestors were interested in that as well. So we're just now leaving the dock, which is the exact same dock that my ancestors, the Loomis family, left from here to America in 1638. And we're going out into the ocean just like they did, which is so cool. And it makes me feel like so close to them. I'm excited to be on this journey. So we found these details on FamilySearch about the day they left. So Nathaniel Loomis left with his family. The ship was called Susan and Ellen, and they left on April 11th, 1638. Reading about my ancestors' stories is one thing, but having the opportunity to come here where they're from and actually walk the streets they walked and eat the food they ate has really made their stories come to life and helped me to realize that they're real people and that their choices and lives led to me being here today. I came from them and we have this connection, these things that we both love, makes me feel like, wow, like they really are my family. I think it's really cool to think about the legacy that the Loomis family left through spreading joy with textiles and all of that. And I hope that they would be proud of what I'm doing, trying to spread joy and happiness to those around me. And yeah, it's really cool to see how connected all of us are and how we all are here on this earth trying to love, trying to grow and learn. I found like a lot of strength from learning about the past and learning about the things that they did. It makes me feel like I'm able to take on hard things because they did, and it just makes me feel really excited about the future and excited to start a family of my own.